All right, YouTube, back in another video. Today, the plan is to finish the concrete and fix some things I messed up pretty bad, which I'll show you. One thing I already fixed, the other thing fixed tomorrow when the rest of the stuff shows up. So I'll show you the first thing I messed up. Okay, so when we're pouring the sidewalk, you know, obviously I put stakes going all the way down. One stake on this side hit the gas line a little bit, dented it, and went right through the cast or clay pipe for the septic tank that shoots out over there. So I fixed that. That's why there's a piece of PVC, and then you can see a little bit of red right here. Put it in this section, put clamps on each side. So that's fixed, working good. Fixed that last night. And then I noticed on the other side yesterday that when I put the clamp on this side, not the clamp, the stake, it went right and hit the gas line and bent it. And like smashed it down. So that being said, I need to fix that. So I ordered flaring tool, like 5 foot of copper pipe, and the fittings. So yesterday I went through, shoved this piece of 3/4 PVC right through the sand under the sidewalk, cleaned it out so I'll be able to slide the pipe right through there. I'll connect it back here where I hit it down there, somewhere back in here. And then this side, I'm gonna pull the pipe over so it comes like here now, so I can put the sidewalk, you know, I can put the form here and here. Because the plan is to pour this today, fix that tomorrow, since that stuff won't be here till tomorrow. It would be good for that, so I'll have to move all this dirt. A lot of the sand and stuff, I'm gonna fill this hole in right here, and then I'm just gonna spread it out here. So once the sidewalk's done, I can just go right up to the edge of the new concrete. And then originally I was going to put concrete under this AC, but I changed my mind on that. I'm going to just jack it up, get it level and higher. So I don't want to hold it up too high and anything mess up any of these lines, and then all the Freon leak out, and then now I got a bigger problem. So I rather just jack it up, put some bricks, level it out, get it a little higher, and then put the river rock all the way around it and make it look a whole lot better. I think that's the plan, instead of putting concrete. And plus doing all the concrete will be a waste, you're not gonna see it, whatever. Just doing the bricks will be just fine. All right, got it all formed up, everything. We'll go ahead, get the tractor, shovel, grab a bunch of gravel that I have left in the back over here. Door's closing on me. Which I actually need to put air in the tractor tire first. The mower. Need to put some air in that tire first. But I'll go over here, get a bunch of gravel, fill the buggy up with gravel, bring it over there, get it all leveled out, and I'll get all the concrete stuff out there. And then either I'm gonna put wire mesh or I'm not. I don't remember how much I have left. I think I have just a couple pieces. If anything, I'll cut this grate up. Take the grinder, cut this grate up, use some of that, yeah, because this is all the wire mesh I have here. So we're gonna make something up with this just to get some reinforcement in there. So get the gravel over there, get that cut up, get the ball rolling on getting this concrete poured out. Everything's ready to go. This is really jerry rigged up with wire mesh, shelving, and a piece of grate for shelving, like commercial shelving. But it's gonna work for what we're doing. I'm gonna start mixing concrete. We'll start pouring this out. All right, concrete's all laid down. Let it dry a little bit. I already went through and edged once. And then I'm gonna go cut a joint here. Then cut a joint here, because it for sure will crack right there. Especially with the not really having good reinforcement in there. So let that dry for a little bit. I'm going to clean some stuff up, clean the mixer, clean all the tools. Get ready to cut the joints. I'll fill these little holes here. And I still have plenty of access to run the new gas line tomorrow. So I'll just cut it there, run it through that piece of PVC I stuck through last night. So go ahead, clean up, pick Karen back up after that. My concrete's almost complete. I had sweeped it, broomed it, and then it kind of messed that joint up, so I had to redo it. It's still a little wet. Joints are in, whatever, it's all done. Went through this AC, leveled it all out, jacked it up a little bit, put it on pieces of cinder blocks. The deck here, since this was all pitched down, I jacked it up with the floor jack, put the blocks on it. I don't know if I showed that earlier. And then I just went through, compacted a row of gravel here. We're going to put these blocks, that same blocks used for the fire pit. We're going to put them here, and they'll have a little planting bed here. You know, it's just going to be probably like 2 rows high of blocks. That's about it. 2 or 3. I have, I think, 60 something left, but we'll just see. We'll start putting them, see how it goes. And I went through, got this AC lifted up so it's not so far down in the ground no more. And then now I'm gonna go ahead, probably cut some of that fabric, the black fabric back there, and then get the gravel, or get that fabric put back here. I'll probably put some sand first, but then put the fabric, bring some more river rock, keep working on this until we wrap this up tomorrow. For this little planting bed here, I'm only gonna be able to put the first row. I'm gonna have to go to Menards and get some glue for all the blocks, because I don't have any glue left. And then I do want to save some of the blocks for the top of the fire pit. You can kind of see, now these aren't fire rated, so they kind of get cracked and broke. Got to re-glue a couple of them, but overall it's still really good. It's a nice fire pit, works really well. But that's a later on small tiny little project to do. All right, just got done fixing the propane line. So it's got a 5-foot section going under the sidewalk. Sprayed some soapy water on each of the connections. They're now leaking, so we're all good on that part. Went, pulled all the form boards off, put some black dirt here. I still need to put more. I was just waiting until I finish this so I can fill these holes back in. And then this looks a lot different. Got 1 row of bricks down, going all the way around, and got the rock in there. I got all the glue in the back of my car to glue these bricks down. I might do that right now, actually. Or at least put the ones down that I can glue and cut the other ones later, because I cut them around the post in the corners. Kind of broke this one on accident there. And then I'll clean this up, and I need to put a lot of black dirt right here, fill this all in, and then put black dirt over the top of all the sand over there. Now that I got the old section pulled, you can see where I smashed it right there. So I crushed it. I don't know if you'll be able to see in there, but crushed it pretty good on that one, but really good on this one. The thing is flat, and I definitely worried me of choking off the propane going to the house. So now that's all good. Cleaning my tools. I think I'm just gonna bring some sand, or put some gravel around the pipes and put some sand on top. Then I'll put black dirt. I just want to get the hole covered up so nobody falls in there in the next couple days. Might be a little dark on the GoPro, but it's getting a little late, so I'm gonna stop for here tonight. Tomorrow I'll go ahead, get some black dirt put in there, some black dirt over here, and I'm gonna let this grass grow for a while before I put black dirt on top. Let it grow, and then I'll level everything out really good with some black dirt that I have a pile in the back. And then I'll put this second course. I might put 3 courses depending on the bricks I have. I just don't want to have to cut a shit ton of them around all the posts here. As you can see, it's not really the nicest cut, even though it'd be covered up by this brick's only gonna end up going halfway, you know, so it's just be going like this. But whatever, I figured I'll just cut it all the way around. So I'll do two courses, maybe 3. I haven't really decided yet, but it actually did work out perfectly right here to stop and line up with the edge of the deck. But besides the point, tomorrow we'll come back out here, get all the black dirt done, get the bricks done as long as it's not raining, and get all the stone, all the river rock pushed back over, get the underlayment, let's fold it up right there, lay it out, and get the river rock filled in, and then this side will be completely finished up. And then later this week I'll do another run to Menards. I need to get some deck boards for the step, because I need to make a step go this way and then over. And I have 2x8s and all types of lumber in the back over here, so I'll use that stuff for the framing, and then just get deck boards to put on top, miter the corner, and then that will be perfect. And then once all that's done, this will wrap up this outside project right here. I wasn't even planning on doing the planting bed and all that, but happy I am. It made this all wrap together real nice, and it is kind of cocked in, but visually when you just look at it all, it looks better. If you look down the concrete here, it's a straight line. This concrete kind of goes out a little bit, this part kind of goes in. It's not all perfect, but it is what it is. I can change now, but we'll make it look good for what's here, what's done. And hopefully this grass all grows back. I got a lot of regrading to do out here from the skid steer, making some super bad ruts, so that'll take time. I'll just let the grass grow, put some black dirt, and just let the grass grow through it, because it will just grow right through like a lot of this stuff did. A lot of this grass, not a lot, quite a few pieces is just grass that grew right back through the sand over a week period. So basically from here over, grass is growing. Really haven't got no grass to grow over there yet, so hopefully within the next week or so that stuff will start growing, because I'll reseed everything down there that needs to be seeded and make it look a lot better than what it looked like before. Got the second course of bricks all done. I tried to make one that went in here, but it kept breaking, so that's not gonna happen. And then all the rock over here, all done, which looks so much better. I actually throw a picture on the screen of what this area used to look like before any of this was even done, so you get an idea of what this already looks like. So right now I'll go ahead and get some more, actually grab a shovel, get a bunch of black dirt and get all that and fill this whole spot in. And then all this needs black dirt like all the way out till there to get the angle of it all sloping out. So I'll fill all this with black dirt here, put some over there, and then I might go ahead and just throw some on top of the sand, because the sand, since now it's getting warmer out, it's getting really fluffy, and I don't think the grass is going to grow too well in that now. So we'll get some black dirt from over here in my pile. I'll show you that real quick, and we'll make some progress on this. So this is the side of my property, which my old red truck I used to take bogging back here, and it's all sand, so you can see there's big ruts over there. And this is all that's left over, this little bit of sand, everything we dug out for the little patio and sidewalk. And then I got a little black dirt pile here that I'll just keep digging away at. This is a lot better than the sand for the grass, so I'll load this whole buggy up, bring it over there. Dinner's about to be done, so I eat dinner, and then I'll come back outside and grade all this out. All right, I went through, you can see where the darker dirt is. I graded out there. On the other side, I'll walk over there in a second, but I got reseeded all this from this point over and put fertilizer on everything finally. So I'm gonna let it water for a little bit tonight. I'll water it tomorrow morning if I leave for work. When I get back, I'll keep watering and get that grass growing, because once this grows back in, this will look pretty good. My backyard used to look pretty good. The grass used to look pretty good. This part, not so good. But I'll put up a picture. I think I got a picture of me standing here around this area that I'll put up right now, so you can see what it looked like before to where it's at now. So I went through, kind of level all this out, because there was like a big hole right here. So I might end up taking a couple bricks I've left and build it from here to this concrete, and then just fill in all back here with whatever. It's probably really windy with whatever. Let me stay back here because it's probably super windy. With whatever kind of mulch or rock, because I really have minimal of that rock left. Because in the front over here, I'll show you, I took a lot of the rock out, which we can see here. I took a ton of rock out of here. There's a decent amount to take out, but not enough to fill a whole nother planting bed. So I'll just take this stuff out and then put all this will be mulch, which I'll get the mulch this weekend, and then I'll also get the deck boards to finish the step. So we'll wrap this video up probably in 2 days here once I have all this stuff. So once we have that, we'll wrap this video up. All right, real quick, I have 3 bags of concrete left. So I bought 2 pallets, which are 64 piece. It's 62 a piece on each pallet. Something, whatever. 120 something bags. And I bought 25 more. And all I got left is 3 bags from everything we poured, the pad, the sidewalk, and that little landing. So it's pretty good. It's about, I don't know, $500 worth of concrete maybe. I don't remember exactly, but roughly on $3 a bag, $4 a bag, whatever it is, I don't remember. But 3 bags left, thank gosh. I didn't pour a pad under that AC unit because we definitely would have ran out of concrete, and then I would have been really mad trying to put stone and stuff in there or whatever just to fill the area. But we'll pick care of them up tomorrow or the next day, and we'll get this wrapped up.
We're out here cutting all the pieces, making everything for the step. I already got a jump start figuring out like the size and getting all these angles correct and everything. So I bought 2 8-foot deck boards for the steps, and this step goes here on the front, or technically the back, and I got all the angles correct, and 45 degree, got this the right dimension, be cut flush over here. The AC is kind of going right now, it's a little warm, but I went through, got this back piece, but just will have to be off the deck a little bit because the concrete stops here, so I had to get a 2x4 and the pins in there to hold it. So this is made, and all this wood I'm using for the framing is stuff I already had. I wasn't gonna go spend more money on something that's probably not permanent, that I'm gonna extend this deck eventually or whatever. So this will last as long as I need it to. So speaking of that, next thing I'm gonna do, since I made this frame, went through, cut some 8-inch pieces I need to do like kind of joist and go here. So I'll screw those 3 in. I'll cut a ton of them going this way. Yeah, I think those 3 like that would be fine, and then do probably 4 or 5 going this way across. And I'll get all them screwed in, get this piece screwed on, and then measure from this point to the edge of the concrete over there, and I'll be able to get my angle or my length from this corner coming this way, because this is upside down right now. I know this is definitely not the right way to go about making this step, but it's gonna work for what I'm doing. So the deck is kind of still leaning like down and cocked, so it's not perfectly level. So I made some adjustments. Let's say it ain't gonna be perfect, but you could see like if this were to plane out, this would run in all the way up here, and then over here, if it were to plane out, it would be going at the bottom of this 2x10. So it's gonna be slightly different heights on each step, because I think it's 14.5 inches on each corner, and it's like 14 inches here to the concrete, or somewhere around there. And then we can kind of see the concrete ain't perfect, but it's gonna be all right. Once the boards are all in there, it's all together, it looks pretty good. So I'm not gonna screw this one on yet. I'm gonna go ahead, cut my piece that's gonna go here, gotta miter the one end, and be a flat on the other side. Which if I wanted to make it look really good, I would miter to every single corner, but whatever. This is probably gonna get torn out eventually again. But this is all gonna sit like this. Cut this piece, and I have all the treads I'll be able to put on now. And then since this is free floating right now, I put some backer pieces on the back side of this coming down, then had to put this 4x4 to plane it out. It's come all the way out here to the edge of the concrete for this piece to screw in, connect to the deck. And this side is the same thing. I had to put a 2x10, and I put this piece of 2x3 that I had to cut down right there, so this can screw in and all attach to the deck. Before anybody comes to comments, I know for 1,000,000% fact this is not the right way to do it, but it's the way I'm going to do it, because I'm just using materials I had. All I bought was the deck boards. I'm just using 2x10s and stuff that I already had, so I'm not putting too much money in something I'm gonna rip out again. Just need to make it look nice for a while and function well and whatever. So eventually when we do the deck, it's all gonna get torn out, restarted, and done properly. So I'm trying to do it pretty good, but it ain't gonna be perfect. So I'll go ahead and cut that piece that's gonna go there, and then I'm gonna screw everything together, and we'll get the treads put on. 1/4 inch off. A 1/4 inch off should be a lot better. All right, it's all screwed together except for the tops, all the step part. All these hex bolts, hex screws, I'm gonna switch out. I got Starbit screws, long ones, like 4 or 5 inch ones, and 5 or 6 inch ones. At my buddy's house, forgot to grab them yesterday, but I'll switch those all out later. But if I forget or never do it, at least there's 3 in each still. So now I'll go ahead, screw this board down. I'll cut the one that's gonna go here on this step, and then I'll do the outside one. It'll have just a little bit of overhang. That's all I wanted, just a little bit on each one. So I'm still debating if I should put a block, cut piece of wood right here, screw it in, so that seam is sitting on something. So I might at least just put a piece of flat piece or some cross, just so we put some screws here on the edges so it doesn't lift or drop down at all. Thinking it's probably would be a good idea. So go ahead, at least get the other piece cut, and then I'll get something to put inside this square here. All right, that's pretty good. Looks damn good from both sides. This side is slightly a little bit more of an overhang, so I cut 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch off on the like joist kind of boards, but you know, it is what it is. Overall, it looks a lot better, a whole lot nicer. Step up there, and then eventually I'm gonna put a post here, a small little railing. Now, I ain't really gonna put nothing over here, I don't think. Just leave it as is, but I'm just gonna put a railing on this side, just since there's such a big gap here from where the concrete and that joint was at. So really this concrete would have been more like here if I didn't make this pad square, because the pad that's over there is kind of turned a little bit. If I would have just followed this one joint, concrete would have came over just slightly more, but whatever, it is what it is. Can't change it now. Looks pretty good overall. The only thing I'm gonna do now, I think, is take some of those scrap pieces, I'm gonna cut it and make a nice little trim piece to go here. I'll stop it here. I'll come all the way to the edge. Then I might do one over here too. I take a sander and sand down that 2x8 or 2x6 now, just a little bit right there. Put one over there, clean it up, make it look a little better. And plus I have the scraps, and all I need is probably this short one for the railing when I put a 4x4 in the ground here. And I put a 4x4 in the ground there, and then this railing will just be here attached to this existing post already. Step is complete. I put this little trim piece there on the edge, make it look a little nicer, and then one on this side also. And I might do something on the face once I swap the screws out, because the screws protrude a little bit. I think overall that looks so much better. Functions nice. Nice size step. It splits that directly in half at 7 inches a step. So this whole area now, besides the hose all laying up and growing my grass back, it's coming in. Looks a lot better than it did. But this all over here looks so much better. When you just stand back here and I show that picture of how this used to all look and all weeds everywhere, and taking a picture from out there with the bricks, this overall just looks so much cleaner, so much nicer. You know, it looks like somebody actually lives here and maintains the place. So That's a lot nicer, and all the mulch and stuff. Actually, I have that all in the back of my truck right now. I'll show you that. 25 bags, might need a couple more, but we got 25 bags of brown mulch from Menards. You know, not the most expensive stuff, but something that get along, make it look nicer in the front. So we'll end up doing that sometime this week, but I gotta trim all those bushes first. And I don't know if I showed this before, but that bush right there, I cut that thing down in the wintertime all the way to the stump, and it has grown back. I couldn't believe it. So guess it wants to stay there, it's gonna stay there. I got all new fabric to lay down too, so no weeds are going through. So maybe tomorrow or the day after, we'll start on the next video. Trim the bushes, get that weed barrier down, and get some mulch laid down. So we got about 2 weeks, or about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So my little brother's graduation party, where I gotta have most of the stuff finished up, cleaned up. Same thing with the garage, which that video should be coming out after this one, or 2 videos after this, of finally getting this place all completely cleaned up. With saying all that, we are gonna wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you like the videos, come back, watch more videos. I'll keep putting the videos out. I just do it for fun now. Trying to get a lot better at posting more consistently, because sometimes I go 2, 3, 4 weeks without posting a video, and then I'll post 2 or 3 videos in a couple days, which I really just need to at least get consistent. Post a video every single week or every couple days. But I need to start making more progress on my project. Some things are taking longer than they need to. That big bedroom, I got some more painting to do, and that video will come out. Redoing, finishing cleaning up this garage. This thing needs a lot more work still for his party. A lot of boxes and just a bunch of stuff. Stuff just keeps getting piled in here, and not getting cleaned up. So really need to get on top of that, but that would be in a different video. So thank you for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and peace.